What's up, guys? My name is Gondola. I'm no stranger to disgusting things. I had a friend who was in a home distilling. We had a pretty good deal going. I would make him old-fashioned when I was around his house, and he'd let me drink the shit that came out of the tap. But when it comes out of the tap, it's coming out the temperature of the bath water and probably around 150, 140 proof. Maybe I'm just built different. Today, I'm going to be drinking the most horrible, disgusting thing ever put in glass since that poor little pony. You might have heard of it before. You can probably guess what it is. This foul concoction is called Lora. And like everything from the Midwest, it fucking sucks. Now this is something like an aperitif. It's basically liquor with a bunch of botanicals and herbs in it. It's got a bit of a reputation. At my last bartending job, there was this guy who made being a fucking loser his whole personality. Oh wait, sorry. He made being from the Midwest his whole personality. I got a little confused there. And he would not shut the fuck up about Lord. He would talk about how it tasted worse than Chris Chan's Special Fanta after a hot day, or how my tiny coastal brain couldn't handle some real Midwestern shit. I'm not gonna trust anything from a guy whose whole cuisine is casseroles and whose whole culture comes from the freezer section of a Kroger aisle. So I looked it up on TikTok, and there's this guy who had a whole series making cocktails out of Malort. And I mean, look at these reactions.
I would expect this is what very, very moldy, spory limes taste like. Fish stew of some kind. Something old in the back of the fridge. You don't quite remember what it was, but it had some onions in it.
That's crazy. Like I said, I've had some disgusting stuff, but I ain't never eaten anything that tastes like mold. I don't even like blue cheese. But I'll try anything once, so we're gonna give this one a go. It took me a fucking while to find, but thanks to my Twitch subs, I was able to pick up a bottle. So shout out those guys. Had to drive around to like 5 different liquor stores. We're gonna have it in a couple of different ways. First, I'm just gonna have a little sip of it, really kind of aerate it out, cover all 9,000 taste buds, and, really absorb all the flavors. And then after that, whether I vomit or no, we're gonna make a couple things with it. First, we're gonna have a little cheeky sip of it. All right, we got our fancy tasting glass here. Oh yeah. Kinda smells like a twisted tea. It's the lovely color of urine. Yeah, let's see here. I still can't smell through the fucking mask. But here we go.
Stagnant pond water, near Chernobyl. Onions. Limes that have the white and the blue fungus on it. Onions. You thought to yourself, that is the moldiest lime I've ever seen. Onions. And you just took a big old bite. Onions.
Oh my god. That is so mid. That's mid. That is so mid. That does not taste bad at all. It's a little bitter. It's not crazy bitter, but honestly, it's pretty sweet. Oh, I know what that flavor is. What is that flavor? I'm gonna sound like a pretentious fucking ass back here, but I'm pretty sure that's just wormwood. Yeah. I was tasked with making liqueurs for one of the really fancy cocktail bars I worked at, and so I had to taste a bunch of like different infusions and shit. This is some potions shit, but it just tastes like wormwood. That's not bad at all. It's a little bitter, but it's not like it doesn't taste moldy at all. What's the big deal about this stuff? It's really not that bad. It's a nice sipper. I might have poured a little bit fucking heavy. You see how much is in there? Okay, so we're gonna use this in the next one. I ain't about to down all of it, especially what we got coming up. That's not the worst thing in the world. That is so disappointing. Jesus fucking Christ. Now I'm actually getting kind of fucking mad about it. I mean, grow up. If you can't deal with that, with just that little hint of bitterness, then you probably threw a fucking dinner plate at your mom's head when she tried to make you eat your goddamn broccoli. Jesus Christ. The people who are making a big deal out of this probably can't even eat their fucking veggies without it being covered in mac and cheese and fucking bacon bits. I swear to God. In America, everything has to be so fucking sweet and full of sugar, or fructose corn syrup, or fucking whatever. Otherwise, it's icky and it's gross. Because this is just, I was expecting something like truly fucking foul. It's sweeter on the way back up. If you're drinking age and you're acting like this over Malort, then you're either just hamming it up and doing it for the bit, or you have the fucking taste buds of a goddamn toddler screaming, I want fucking candy for dinner. We're gonna make a cheeky little cocktail here. We're gonna make 2 different versions of Galort. Now, some of you might think you know what Galort is, and you'd be wrong. First, we're gonna mix it with a little touch of Gatorade. Only the fanciest, most refined shit here, guys. So this is Cool Blue G0. And we're gonna give this Galort a little sip. Let me see if I can't get a good fucking shot of that.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water.
Here we are, bottoms up. I'm just making a big fucking mess. For love or for honor. If you can't come in her, come on her. The Gatorade did a good job of really highlighting the bitterness in that one, which is interesting because you'd think the Gatorade would make it sweeter, but I don't know. Maybe there's a chemical reaction going on there. I'll find out later as it worms its way through my guts. If y'all know how to fix this, I don't know why. My glasses always come out cloudy as fuck. The next version of Galort. Guinness Lort or whatever. This one's a little fucked up in the head, but ain't we all? I am. You're gonna make a big mess, aren't you? Because Guinness is just a little fucking baby drink that has to make a big mess every time you crack it open. Because it's for a big, strong man. Okay. Alright, dude. I'm not doing that with my fucking thumb. I'll cut it. Give me a second. Just that easy. But I do have one last little surprise for this one. I've got a cheeky little bit of 151 rum. Now, if you don't know, this shit is pretty strong, which means it is also pretty flammable. So this isn't just a Galort. This is a flaming Galort. Now, the issue I'm seeing is I spilled a bunch of that highly flammable shit everywhere. So I'm going to try my best to wipe it up with my hands. And I should probably come up with some sort of solution in case it lights on fire, like everything. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. This might not even light on fire at this part, and I might have just fucked it. But we'll see. Oh, it kind of did. I don't know if y'all could see that. Let me turn off the light. Oh, that is fucking cool. Can y'all see that all right? I'm not picking it up because I'll spill it, but that's also emitting quite a bit of heat, so I'm going to blow that out real quick. Okay. That was, that could have been bad. This ain't about the Balort. This is about the 151 rum on top and the Guinness, because Guinness is just foul. I'm going to be too drunk at the end of this, because Flaming Galort, I can honestly say it's the worst thing I've ever had. And it's not even the Malort. It's the fact that I just drank some Guinness that is relatively tepid, and my mustache now stinks of hand sanitizer. I feel like if I finish this, people are going to actually, like, unironically worry about me. Perfect. I'm entirely going to leave this up to the fates with a coin. I think if I'd have gone right for it, that would be mental illness. But this is, at least I have some plausible deniability. Heads I drink, tails I don't. For better or worse, that is a heads. So I'm gonna get it in, and then no more drinking content for a minute, maybe. I mean, all the rum's already gone, so it's only gonna get better from here. If Flaming Galort was a river and I were a duck, I'd swim my way down and drink my way up. But Flaming Galort is not a river, and I'm not a duck. So sit down, drink your drink, and shut the fuck up. I'll see y'all in hell or Valhalla, wherever I get to first. That weren't too bad. Honestly, the worst part is the Guinness. I don't know where this whole meme came from of Malort being so fucking disgusting and, like, so totally, like, gross. But it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I'm here to tell you now it's bullshit. The worst part of that whole concoction was the rum and the Guinness, and that was self-inflicted. But I've had worse. What I am trying to impart before my last brain cells die of whatever I just put in there. I don't know. Maybe, truly, I am built different, and that is an impossible task for the average man. Maybe people really cannot stand the taste of Malort and wormwood. Maybe it sends their spines shivering. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's a meme and it's a lighthearted joke. And it's something funny you get your friend who just turned 21 just thinking, oh my god, that doesn't taste like a vodka. That's like a little bitter. Oh, and maybe I'm just being an asshole and it was never really that fucking serious. I guess we'll never know until you force your grandma to drink a pint of Malort. Which I think you should. So here's what I want to impart to you. As with everything, the Midwest is full of losers. I'm not going to trust anything from a guy whose whole cuisine is casseroles and whose whole culture comes from the freezer section of a Kroger. That's my video for today. So have fun, don't do nothing stupid, be safe. I'll see you later.